You good? You set?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. 3, 2.
Dear God, before I met you, my life was nothing but a squiggly line. It was a line that didn't have any direction. My life didn't have any direction. Although on the surface I looked bright, shining, and to other people it looked like I had my life together. But in reality inside, I was rotting inside. That squiggly line soon started changing when you came into my life. I just remember one time I was driving to the church to meet my wife, and I was involved in an accident.
What happened in the accident?
I was sitting at the red light, waiting to make a left turn to meet my wife, who was at the church doing something with some friends of hers at the church. And I happened to take my seatbelt off to retrieve something that had fallen on the ground. And then instantly, I just, for some reason, any other time I would have just left my seatbelt off because I was only going up the street, but I quickly, something just told me to put my seatbelt on. As soon as I clicked my seatbelt on, a car hit me from the back. I was hit so hard that the radio of the car came off of the dash, and the complete dash of the car came off. I just remember red lights. I remember waking up, I was at the hospital, and something told me that I had a guardian angel that day. And I know that you were there. I know that you were watching over me because I had taken my seatbelt off. I thought I was gonna die. But I woke up in the hospital, I was alive, and I knew then that you had a purpose for me. The very first call after I got out of the hospital was that of Bishop Walter Scott Thomas, because I had met the church and the church staff during my law enforcement career days as they were building the church. And I had met my girlfriend, who's my wife now, who brought me to you and brought me to this church. My wife convinced me to join discipleship. At first, I didn't know what discipleship was, but I quickly learned that it was nothing but a way and a path for me to know who you were. Up to that point, I didn't know how to communicate with you, but now I do. I know that when I'm facing adversity, I know that I can turn to you, and I know that you're to my left, to my right, and standing behind my adversity and behind me. So whatever happens, I leave it to you, and I know that you will take care of it no matter how ugly the adversity may be. Shortly after discipleship, I went into leadership, and I knew that from that point, I knew that I had a purpose. I shortly left my career in law enforcement, and I was asked to join the staff of New Psalmist, which that in itself was just an honor for me. Dear God, I want to thank you for the gems that you've put in my life. My wife, Bishop, my friends that I've met here in New Psalmist and the New Psalmist family, and my children. It's been truly a blessing. Sincerely, Johnny Delgado.